When a monkey's looking forward to helping feed Bill's bunnies, the men with the yellow hat can't drive from the city to the country fast enough.
Hi, George. Afraid we won't get to play this weekend. I'm going to my grandmother's. The bunnies are coming too. Grandma sure likes bunnies. She says, Bill, I sure like bunnies. See ya.
Sadly, there'd be no bunny feeding this trip. But there were still birds that needed to eat. George's head was so full of bunnies, he almost forgot how much he liked to feed the birds.
You sure you want such a giant bag of bird feed, George?
This big bag would feed more birds than a small box could, and George planned to watch lots of birds eat. And now, a fun weekend of watching happy birds eat. No squirrel could eat this much. What was he doing with it all? Jumpy wasn't eating the food. But why was he bringing it here? That's the bowl Bill always filled with squirrel food. Of course. Bill wasn't around to fill it, so Jumpy was doing it. So George brought over plenty of food, and Jumpy left the bird feeder alone. There had to be plenty of food, because Jumpy wasn't the only one dining. Even with no bunnies to feed, it turned out to be a pretty nice weekend in the country. Though this food was definitely for the birds. The world was full of surprises. But George never imagined anything like this. This was the museum's first robot exhibit.
So, what do you think, George? Easy or what?
I want 10.
This one has a delicate enough grip to perform surgery or do this.
Ooh.
Now, over here are examples of what people imagined robots would be. This is where we'll put your rare models. You will have them here before the opening tonight, right?
Oh, sure, I'll bring them back after I take George home. Thanks. Here, you can drive the Mars rover out.
Wow! Hunley sure loves that.
Okay, George, I have to take that with me. Thanks. I'll see you later.
I never knew Hunley liked robots so much.
That's how George got the idea to make a robot for Hundley to play with. It worked. Hundley thought George was a real robot. Being robotic for a whole hour was tiring. George was ready to get out of that thing. But he didn't want to ruin it for Hundley by letting him see the robot wasn't real. Since he couldn't reach the button, George decided to relax and wait till the elevator came.
Oh, hi, Professor.
Hi, I just came to pick up a small red robot.
You mean the one in the lobby?
He said 2 inches tall, but I guess he meant 2 feet.
There was the elevator. Finally, George could go home.
Uh-oh, I left it right here.
Oh, no. Someone must have kicked it. Check the floor.
I don't think you could kick that thing across the room.
Oh, sure you could. It's only 2 inches tall.
You mean 2 feet?
I know the difference between inches and feet, Professor.
There's a runaway robot upstairs. It's small, red, and says XF-17 on the side. You got the controls?
What controls? It has no moving parts. George, Professor Wiseman brought you to the museum because she thought you were my XF-17. Yeah, your outfit's so good you almost ended up on exhibit.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Huh?
We promised an XF-17 model. We never said it wouldn't be monkey-powered.
And that's how George became a museum exhibit for a day. Tracy taught her chicks to walk tall and be proud like a chicken. It was time for a bath because, in being proud like a chicken, neatness counts.
George? Would you come here, please? The neighbors will be here soon for our monthly game lunch, so I need you to run to the store. We're out of toothpicks. It's not a party if you don't pick up small food with toothpicks. Oh, we need marshmallows, too. And a new deck of cards. You got some jelly on the old deck. So take this list to Ada and Luke's general store, okay?
That sounded like a chicken in trouble. George could see those 6 chicks needed to be rescued. Now all the chicks had to do was walk across. The bridge wasn't chick safe yet. What could he do to make it safer? That bridge had sides made from triangle shapes. George suggested they cross one at a time, in case the bridge wasn't strong enough to hold them all. But the bridge was plenty strong. It even held a whole hand. A job well done. George could now rush home with the marshmallows, toothpicks, and cards. Maybe not straight home.
That must be some party if you need more marshmallows, toothpicks, and cards already.
Now it's officially a party.
Alrighty. We're going to play Go Fish, yeah?
Mama, come see what the chickens built. They are geniuses. We better start looking at colleges.
And that's how the Rankins College Fund for Gifted Chickens got its start.
Welcome to the incredible edible Arboretum, a cornucopia of exotic comestibles.
Blueberries! Alicia!
Blueberries are my favorite bush-based fruit. Come on, George.
It looks like you all forgot the county sprout rules. Rule number 1, never eat any plant that you're not 100% certain is safe. And that means...
Consulting the Edible Plants Guidebook?
No, it means getting an okay from an adult.
Right.
Rule number 2, plants are living things. You can kill or hurt them if you're too rough. So don't pull on them and don't break any branches. Come on. Why is the screen flickering?
Either the Earth is off its axis, or I forgot to charge the batteries.
Okay. George, can you climb that tree and see where we are? And Bill, where are you going?
Don't worry, I've got my handy backup compass. This way, folks!
Bill, a sprout never leaves the trail. That's rule number 3. Bill!
Oh, our excitement's really growing, 'cause we don't know where we're going.
In this direction, green. In this direction, a path. George couldn't believe what he was seeing. Someone was trying to break that branch. Somebody was not being a sprout. Oh no! This man was wrecking a tree.
Whoa! Hey, are you a monkey? Cool. I always wanted a monkey, but my mother said no.
George had to do something, and fast. This tree was in trouble.
Hey, return the headgear, monkey.
George didn't mean for the hat to get wet. Or the man. But George couldn't wait around. He had to check on that tree. George wished he could think of a way to get the branches back on the tree. He needed something sticky. Really sticky. Like mud.
George! Thank goodness I found you. Oh, I'm sorry I left you in that tree. Oh, Dr. Greenbean, nice to see you. Sorry we're late. We've had a rough day.
Tell me about it. First this monkey ran off with my hat, and now my tree lopper has vanished. Hey, what's going on? Who put mud on this?
George? Ah, so Dr. Greenbean was cutting some branches, and you thought he was hurting the tree.
Ah, you should have asked. Oh, wait, you're a monkey. Well, anyway, this is called pruning. You make a careful cut, and it doesn't hurt the tree at all.
Hey, I got it! Mr. Sproutmaster? According to this, you're going the exact wrong... Wait, you're going the right way. Never mind, proceed.
George dreamed about flying in the sky, so tonight was his lucky night.
Sorry to pick you up so late, but a satellite's just crashed from space and needs to be found right away.
There's the Einstein Pizza research ship just ahead.
Our mission is time-sensitive, so please, no dawdling.
Huh?
That means we have to hurry.
We must locate and retrieve this miniature weather satellite.
It splashed down close by, but its exact whereabouts are unknown.
The reef's home to all kinds of sea life. Sort of like our big city is home to all kinds of people.
What happened? George, can you hear us?
The coral reef was so much fun, George almost forgot why he was there.
George, you're near the satellite. Head to the C4. Can you see it? What? Did you find it? Nice. But we're not looking for crabs, George.
Are those sharks?
Those are small reef sharks. They're not interested in monkeys. The coral reef supplies them with food.
He found it!
That's my monkey.
George, can you see an open place to move the satellite to? Good. Now release your emergency marker. I'll fly over and drop you a line.
All right, George. Now attach the hook to the satellite.
Bring you up one at a time, but this worked too.
The data module's intact. Our research is saved.
Thanks to George.
George! Yep. Flying in a helicopter was fun. But George liked exploring the ocean better, because in the sky, there are no sea turtles.
Most mornings, George went out on the porch to find the paper. This morning, the paper found George.
Sorry.
George wished he could be a paper boy someday. But he didn't even know how to ride a bike. Not yet, anyway.
This? Why, this was my bike when I was a boy. I sure had fun. But it was a long time ago.
George liked knowing the man with the yellow hat was holding him up. By the third day, he rode so fast the man with the yellow hat couldn't keep up.
Very good, George. I think you're ready to ride on the road. Now remember, always watch where you're going, stay on the right side of the road, and signal turns, like this for left and this for right. That's it. Oh, and be a good little monkey cyclist. Bye-bye.
Wow! Great trick! Sorry I came out so fast, but I'm gonna be late for school. Hey, could you finish my paper route?
Trusted with a paper route. It was like George's wish had just been granted.
Every house on the road gets a paper, including the houses across the stream.
Yes, George had become just like a real paperboy. Nothing would stop him from completing his route. The last time they came to the stream, the man with the yellow hat made paper boats. George thought he remembered how. His boat was so good, George decided to make a whole fleet.
Well, hello. You must be a paper boy. That's an important job. Looks like you've delivered them all but one. Another day's hard work almost done, eh?
George couldn't wait for his newspapers to be sun-dried. George had promised Bill he'd deliver all these papers. If it didn't get done, Bill could lose his job. Maybe the man with the yellow hat knew where to get dry papers.
Hey, hold on, George. How about we just buy a few dry papers and deliver them right now?
And so, George was able to finish his route just like a real paperboy.
Maybe I should buy a new bike for myself, too. Sorry.
This was a Saturday that cried out for something special.
You know what this morning's crying out for?
Huh?
Donuts. Hold on. I have to get dressed. I can't go out like this. All right, I'm going.
You don't know impatient until you've been a monkey waiting for a donut.
How about eggs with those donuts? Hey, count the eggs and write down how many we have. Ready. So how many eggs do we have? There are no eggs. Well, why didn't you write 0? Oh, you don't know. I thought I was teaching you everything, and I forgot nothing. 0 alone means no eggs. None at all. But 0 with other numbers makes them mean a lot more. See, if we write a 0 after 1, that's 10. Write another 0, that's 100. That's 1,000. 10,000. Hey, nice zeros, you've got it. Whoa! I'll go in here and buy eggs while you get the donuts, okay? 1 dozen donuts, please. We'll meet back home. And be a good little monkey.
George was really hungry, but his order only had a measly 1 on it. Then he remembered what the man with the yellow hat had told him about zeros.
George, Chalky, good to see ya. Oh, is that an order for your friend with the yellow hat? 100 dozen? Oh, our biggest order ever! Oh, he must be having a giant donut party.
George realized what his zeros had done. But try explaining that to a dog. George could only think of one solution to a problem this big. George realized he couldn't go home because then those donut people would know where he lived.
Woo! We're right behind you!
So, in the end, George headed home with 1 dozen donuts.
There's no monkey on that dog. Monkey! We lost him.
Doorman. Oh, what are we gonna do with them all?
So, in the end, George got 1 dozen donuts, like he was supposed to. And the hard-working firefighters thought everything was perfect.
How many left, George?
So, what do you think?
Very impressive.
I'm glad you liked it, George.
Oh, we should go. The rocket presentation is starting soon.
Are you coming with us, George? Or do you want to stay here and watch the clock?
Well, if it's okay with Professor Wiseman, it's okay with me.
Now, if you want to see the little people play again, move the minute hand once around to 12. Have fun.
How long does it take to build a clock like that?
Oh, about 3 years.
Oh, that reminds me. I'll be right back. George, be a good little monkey. Exactly.
George wanted to see the little people again. That looked like George's friend, Compass, the almost homing pigeon.
because when all the other homing pigeons homed in on the statue, he almost made it. It was Compass, all right. George was happy to see his friend the pigeon. He couldn't fix the minute hand, and that's what made the little people play. George remembered there was another way into the clock, the back. When you take something apart, it's a good idea to pay attention to what went where. Where could George find out how a clock's parts go together? The library. Of course. He hoped studying the big clock would show him exactly what to do with the little clock. George was glad that noise had stopped.
Whose tools are these? Okay, and this goes there. Now, you see? What a beautiful clock. Did you make it? I know everything about clocks, but not one thing about understanding monkey.
George, how did this heavy metal toolbox get so